Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is day 4 where I talk about geopolitics and technology. Today I want to touch about United States, not Malaysia. Something more specific, it's about the recent raid at the Hyundai battery factory in Georgia. So first of all, will it strain the relationship between South Korea and United States because of this issue? So what happened? Early this month, the United States immigration officer suddenly raided the site of a new Hyundai LG battery plant in Georgia. This factory is supposed to be one of the biggest EV batteries in America, backed by billions of dollars in investment. But during the raid, almost 500 workers were detained in a not so friendly way. Over 300 of them were South Korean and some from China, from Japan, even from Indonesia as well. So for information, many of these people were engineers and construction workers to help to set up the plant. If you need to set a big plant like this, you need a lot like people, engineers, specialists with expertise to come and set up the plant. And it's not a typical kind of plant. It's a high-tech EV battery plant. We should need a lot of technologies. You need a lot of skilled workers. So now immigration officials say some of them were in the wrong kind of visas. Or their documents were not correct. But the way it was done with a full-scale raid, those workers were detained in a not so polite way. I would say it's not so friendly, and even some videos showing them being detained. I think it's quite bad. If you are South Korean, not sure you'll be angered by this, but definitely it just shocked South Korea. For information, South Korea has always been one of the strongest allies of the United States after Korean War. And with these issues or incidents, will it tarnish the strong ties between the South Korea and the United States? The raid has been somehow bewildering some people from South Korea and say this is not how you treat a partner and ally. So why is that a big deal? Because Hyundai and LG are investing billions in America to help to build EVs or batteries. These are the kind of factories that the United States actually wants, especially under the law of Inflation Reduction Act, where Washington has been pushing for local EV production. So from South Korea view, it feels like a betrayal. One hand of the United States is inviting investment, while another hand is punishing the very workers making it possible. So it might be absurd for someone to see I'm coming here as an investor, but that's how you treat me. So this is more than just a visa problem. It goes to the heart of US-Korea trust. For decades, South Korea has been one of the America's closest ally, as I mentioned just now, not just in military and also for economic cooperation. Now after this raid, Korean companies might think twice before putting more factories in the United States, and that hesitation could slow down America's EV push. South Korean officials have already warned that this incident could hurt investment. For now, America is now pushing for American first to invite more investors to invest in America and build factories and make goods so that it can be sold in the United States and also to the world. But will this backfire? Because of all this raid, business leaders are asking for clear visa pathways for skilled workers so that this kind of things do not happen again. If not, companies may choose to put their factories somewhere else, maybe Canada or maybe in Southeast Asia, maybe even back in Korea themselves. So does this ruin US-Korea diplomacy completely? I don't think so. The relationship is still very strong, built over many years of security and cultural ties. But this raid is like a crack in the wall. If it's not fixed quickly, the crack can be spread. So trust, once broken, is very hard to rebuild. Because of just this one raid, it just tarnished years or even decades of relationship between South Korea and the United States is definitely not worth it. So for me, the lesson here is simple. Investment isn't about just money. It's also about the people, the workers, or the engineers, the specialists who build this project. If they are treated like criminals, then all the billions of investment means very little. So the question now is, how will Washington fix this problem? Will they apologize? Will they change visa policies? Or will they just move like nothing happened? And how will South Korea respond? Because if a trust fades, it's not just about Hyundai LG that get affected. It is the whole future of United States-Korea cooperation in technology, energy, and security. And that's why this Hyundai raid in Georgia is not just about local story. And it's a warning sign for global diplomacy, which might affect the geopolitical perspective of both South Korea and the United States. Although Korea is one of the strongest allies in the United States, but with the recent tariff keep in, South Korea was somehow getting high tariff as well. So what do you think about this? And leave a comment down below. If you like content like this, please don't forget to follow me for more content like this. And see you in the coming videos. Bye.